It's springtime and it's time to replant the garden, which means it's time to drill out the holes in the PVC watering system. What I use is a number 57 drill bit specifically. You need to make sure it's a number 57, not a different drill bit. So please don't ask any questions if you can use a different drill bit. Just use that one. If you follow the instructions, you'll have the same results that I get. This is a Dremel. We use this a lot. It's just a great handy tool. I'll have a link down below for the Dremel and this bit. This bit's kind of hard to find. But you can see how long the bit is here. It's pretty long, probably a couple of inches, 2.5 inches or so, maybe 3. And then you can see how much of the bit I have sticking out of the Dremel. Very small amount. I don't need any more because I don't need to drill any further in, and if I have a long bit, it's going to have a better chance of breaking. So what I'm going to use this Dremel and number 57 bit for is to open up these holes here in the automatic watering system PVC. We have hard water, and so these holes get clogged up. I used to take this out and put it under pressure and check all the holes and walk down with a little needle and see if I could open them up. But I just found it's just faster to just get out the Dremel and just go down the whole list. I mean, it just takes more time trying to find the one that has the hole in it, then turn off the water and then drill it or clean it out. It's just much faster just to drill it. So what I'm doing here is I'm set up here in the greenhouse. I will take this PVC pipe, this watering pipe, and I'm going to extend it all the way outside until it comes to my lap, and then I'm going to sit on this chair and I drill with usually a towel or something on my lap because otherwise my lap gets really dirty. So I just found some burlap. I'll just put that on my lap, and then I'm just going to go through and drill each one of these holes as if I was going to drill it the first time, but it actually goes faster when you're cleaning out the holes than it does when you're drilling it. So let me show you how I get that set up. So I've got the end of the PVC watering system right here. The other end is actually sticking out of the greenhouse door. I'm just going to take my Dremel, turn it on. I don't know what speed it's on. I don't know that it makes that much difference. And I'm just going to go through and hit every little hole. Let's go down to the next one, every hole until I'm done. What's important is that when you're cleaning out the holes or you're drilling the holes, that you put the Dremel straight in, you pull it out, then you turn the pipe. I know that's kind of an obvious statement, but that's where I've broken my drill bits, is when I don't pull my drill all the way out and I turn the pipe. These little number 57 drill bits are very easy to break. So you can see how fast this is going through. I'm going to go to the 10-foot mark, and then you can just assume that it'll take me 3 times that amount to finish a 30-foot pipe, which is what I have in my greenhouse because they're all 30-foot rows. I made it that way to make it easy for measuring weekly feed and pre-plant, and just everything's much easier if I just have everything in a 30-foot row. The Mittleider gardening course book is set up with instructions on how many seeds to plant and so forth, what your yield's going to be in a 30-foot row. So Not too exciting, but essential. We do a lot of essential things that aren't exciting, like brush our teeth and wash dishes and clean out holes in PVC watering systems. I have 4 of these to do. See, they should be every 4 inches. And that's just a mark, wasn't holes. These are so clogged up I can't even see the holes. There we go. With this I can just kind of get my drill bit close and it finds the hole and it goes in. I imagine over many, many, many years this would make the holes somewhat larger. But this is what I do, and it really lasts all season, so I'm good to go for the rest of the year. That's a third of the way done. After I get this drilled, I'll go ahead and put it in the box, and then I'm going to blow the end out to make sure I get all the crud that's built up inside the pipe blown out of the end, and then I'll have it set up for the automatic watering system. So I got all my holes drilled, cleaned out. Now I'm going to clean off the dirt from this sitting here in the greenhouse not being used. We just removed it because I completely refilled the boxes here and just had to get it out of the way so I could get in here and till the sand and sawdust. I like using the PVC tape, Teflon tape, plumber's tape. I think it works really well. Makes a watertight seal, and it makes things easy to screw in and off. So I just put a couple, 3 or 4 loops on that. That one is done. I like getting the big packs. I don't know if this was a short one. This is only that's 200 feet. I don't know if they have like a 50-foot or a 201, but I like to get the one that has the most tape in it. All right, so now I'm just going to get this screwed in here. Now, how to build this PVC watering system is, hope I'm not damaging any plants here, is all in the Mittleider gardening course book. So make sure you get your hands on that. That's really my Bible to gardening. I've got the end cap taken off of the watering system. You can see just junk hanging out the end of it right here. Just this is what builds up. It comes through the watering system. Don't know how that happens, but anyway. So I need to flush this out. I've got a 3-gallon bucket here. I'll just turn on the water and let it flush out for about 15-30 seconds, and then I'll reassemble the pipe. Okay, that is what came out of the pipe. Can you believe all that junk? My goodness. You got to make sure you clean out the pipe before you reuse them in the springtime. Man, I love how well this works. So I've got a ball valve here so I can adjust the pressure. If I want more or less pressure, more or less water, I can do it on each grow box right from using this ball valve there. And now I'm just going to walk down and make sure that I've got 3 streams of water coming out of every hole, out of every 4 inches. And so far looks good. I love how this water is right down the middle of the pipe of the grow box. That one wasn't coming out, so I just scratched it with my finger and removed any debris that was on it. This one's kind of puttering, so I'm going to scratch that, see if that helps. I do keep there you go, see that? Just kind of clean it with your finger, helps. Put that back on there. And just want to do this at the beginning of the season because once your plants start growing, it's just going to be really difficult to get in here and check this. So here I got one that isn't working. I'm gonna scratch it a little bit. Okay, so I'll have to come back and get that one. Here's another one. No, they got that one opened. All right, so this is how I take care of it. Now, you don't want to go more than 30 feet because you're going to run out of water pressure. You can see I don't have much water pressure down here on the very end. So I'll come back through. I'll actually get a piece of wood or something like that. Here's a stake, and I'll just kind of tap. See the difference that made? Open up those holes there. Just come back through and tap. Make sure everything is opened up. Now my water pressure is really low because the way it was plumbed when I bought the house. So I can only water one box at a time. And this is full water power right here. So it does a great job. You can see that the water is going right where it needs to be, right by the plant roots. It's going to dissolve any fertilizer I put down the center. And it just does a great job. I will wait till I see water coming out from the bottom. See water coming out here? That means that I am done watering. I've got all the water that this soil can hold. And if I just keep watering, I'm just kind of wasting water. Since this is the first and only time I'm going to adjust this, I'm just going to make sure that I'm getting kind of even watering on both sides. I can actually rotate this a little bit because I actually have joints here that turn, and so it allows me to adjust individual 10-foot lengths, and of course I can adjust it coming out of the ball valve. So that looks to be more evenly distributed. Still running out of water down here on the very end. So I'll have to watch that. What I actually might do is raise that end of the water pipe, and so that this end is lower, and we may get more water down on this end. There you have it, the spring tune-up of the Mittleider PVC watering system and its operation. So you notice I'm getting even watering over here, and now I'm getting too far to the edge here. I'm just going to go ahead and twist this right here and get this lined up. A little bit of twist, and now I'm more evenly watering both sides of the garden. I've really kind of made this an automatic watering system because I've added just a lawn sprinkler controller to it. So here's the controller. This will actually run up to 6 stations, and I can just set it for however many minutes I want. How much I water and how often is going to depend on the life cycle of the plant. Right now I don't need to water a lot. It's cool. The plant's not growing a lot, doesn't have a lot of fruit on it. So I may water once every other day or every 3 days in winter. And I may water for a minute or two. During the summer, in August, when everything's just growing crazy fast, it's hot, the plant needs water to keep cool, I may water 3 times a day for a minute or 2 or 3. Depends on the soil mix. So there's no given time. Just watch your plants. And my rule is never to let the soil dry out. I don't believe in stressing a plant to make it grow more roots. I think I'd rather be growing fruit than roots. If all the food and water is right where the roots are, then the plant can focus on producing food instead of roots. In conjunction with this box here, at the end of each box, I do have the control valve right down here, and this is just a valve that I got at Home Depot just for a sprinkler system, and I just wired it in and makes it really convenient for me. So this will automatically get watered when I'm not in town, and I don't have to come out here every day and take care of it. So it's a great system. Really enjoy it. This is LDSPrepper reminding you, if you are prepared, you shall not fear. I don't prepare today for today. I'm preparing today for several weeks, several months, or several years down the road. I'm getting this prepped now, so when I actually need it to be working when I'm not here, it's already taken care of. That's the preparedness mindset. Do something today for tomorrow.